Hi everyone, welcome to today's lesson. My name is Timothy. So today we are on design system, building design system. So I will just give a brief description of what design system is for a beginner. A beginner learning UI UX design. So you need to design system is one of the let me say it's part of what you need to learn and understand growing as a product designer. So if I will describe design system for a beginner, I will just describe it with the simple terms as reusable elements in design. So you can just say design system, they are reusable design elements that it helps designer to build products consistently and faster. So it helps you to maintain consistency when you are building products. So um, okay, let me just give a simple analogy. Just imagine you are building a house now. There are some elements that you use for your construction. You use bricks, you use door, you use windows, paint, cement, and all those necessary construction elements that you use for construction of a house. So now, instead of you inventing new bricks, or let me say instead of you inventing new door for every time, so you just use the same bricks that you use starting the construction. You use the same door you use all through for the project. So that's how you can just imagine the design system is. Now imagine the design system does the same thing, but this time around it is only in a digital product. So the color you use, the typography you use, the kind of icons you use, the buttons you use, the radius, the spacing, everything you have that you already set, or let me say that you already organize in your design system, they are the elements that you will use throughout. They are the flow you use throughout of your design project. So that helps you to maintain consistency. Then it's also like save you from stress. You didn't have to create new colors, you didn't have to create new buttons, you didn't have to create new typography along the line in the project. So it makes your building and it makes your design to be more faster. So there are some component, there are some aspect of design system that we'll be learning as a beginner in this course. So firstly, we'll be using variables. So variable is a feature on Figma. So we'll be using variable to set up our, I'm sorry for using the word construct. So to set up our design system, so we use variable to set up our color. We use variable for our typography, for border, for radius, and also for spacing. Yeah. So and also we also create design system for icons and imagery. So for the project we're working on in this tutorial, we create design system for the icons and for the imagery. Then also we create design system for buttons and components. We have other components like we have button components, we have other reusable components that we create for the project. We like input feed, we create toggler. We just have different let me say we have many components that we'll be creating for this um for the project we'll be working on in this course. So just stay tuned and just follow. So this is going to be a very long course, but we'll make sure it's faster, and also try as much as possible to break it to different series so you will not be confused as a beginner. So let's get started. So we are starting with variables. So this is variable. I'll click here and come here. So this is a feature on this on is how would I put it, is a feature on Figma that allows you to set up colors, numbers, text, and just size. Yes, it's helps you to create size on Figma. So we'll be using variables to define our colors. We'll be using it for our typography. We'll also be using it for our border radius and spacing. So starting with color now. So I already have some colors selected. I mark out some color already. So this is a blue color. This is going to be our primary color. This is going to be our secondary color. Then we have gray, we have warning, then we have alert and success color. So for this primary color, it's just a random color I just see online. So you can also, for a beginner who is new to, I'm still going to make a complete course on color psychology, on color theory and psychology. So for a beginner who does not have the knowledge of color, who does not know how color works, the best color that works for each project, there will still be a course that's going to be like a kind of advanced version of this course. So I will still make a video on color psychology, on theory of color psychology and color philosophy. So but for this tutorial, so I only select a random color. So you can also use all these color wheels online. You can use Adobe Color Wheels, you can use color pickers, I think just search on Google color wheels, color picker, Adobe color wheels, and the rest. So you can, from there you can get inspiration for colors, and you can copy the HEX code of the color, either HEX code or RGB code of the color you are trying to make use of for your project. So for this project, this blue is going to be our primary color. Then we have this dark slate blue as our secondary color, gray, we have warning, we have alert, and we have success. So what I'll be doing, I'll be making use of my Figma plugin. I already mentioned that in the first part of this course, getting started with Figma. So I'll make use of my Figma plugin, which is color foundation, to divide my color, so I can have my color in percentage 50 to 90 to 100%. That's going to give me different tone of, or let me say different varieties of the selected color. Then after using color foundation, then I will now use variables to styles to variable to convert the created style color to what's it called, to variable, because we'll be using variable, we'll not be using style. So what I will do now, just zoom out, then select my color here and copy the color code. Then I'll come to my assets here, on my tools bar here, then come to assets and search. Let me just search it. I'm sorry, come to plugin and search for foundation color. So just search for foundation color generator. So I have it now, I've been using it before, so it's showing here already for me. So this is the icon, just get familiar with it. So I'll select this and wait for the foundation to wait for the plugin to load up. Now I have my foundation color generator open, so I will come here to my profile here, then change from orbit to materials. Yes, please take note, change to materials. Then here on my color, then I will paste the color code. So here I can name it primary, so I will choose to name it primary, just name it, then click on create style. So you can see, once I select create style, you can see a pop-up of 10 styles created. Don't close your color generator. That's why you have to have your color, every color you'll be using, that's why you have to have them prepared already, so that everything you'll be creating now will just be on a single we only collapse under a single section of foundation color. But if you should close and you do them individually, you have multiple color styles created, multiple color style category created. So to avoid that, so I will just do everything once and for all. Select this, copy my color code, then come here and paste it. Don't forget, I already have my material selected for the first time, so I didn't have anything to worry about. So I will name it secondary, then click on create style. So I'll come to gray now, select gray, copy my gray color code, then paste it. Then I would name it gray. Yep. Then click on create style. Then I will come to warning now, copy the warning code, paste, and name it warning. Then click on create style also. Then I'll come to alert, my red color, copy the color code, paste the color code, then name it alert. So then come to create style and click on create style. So I have it created already. So if you should come here, if you should click out, click, you will see foundation, you will see those colors we have been primary, secondary, alert, everything we have been creating. But let's create the last one. So I'll select my success screen, then come down here, copy and paste it. Then I'll name it success. Your naming can just be anything, just based on your freestyle, but it will be nice if you follow industry standard like this. So then click on create style. So I have all my color styles created already, so I can close this. Now if I should click outside, you can see on my foundation now I have my primary color. You can see I'm having it in varieties, in different tone of that blue. This is the 500 version of the color. This is the original color code. Then I have my secondary color, I have my gray, and I have this is my grade defined, then I have warning, and here goes my alert. Okay, then lastly success. So those are the foundations, so those are the color we'll be using. Now let's draw a frame now. So you can draw a frame and like just come to our fill to give it a fill color. So you can come to fill now, then you can see we can now select from any of these colors, but we are not using style because style is just like old system design for Figma. I didn't know why Figma is here to remove style from Figma itself, so we are using variable. So after having my color defined now, then the next thing I will do is go back to my plugin here, then my plugin and width here, then search for styles to variable. So this is styles to variable, you can see. So then I will run the plugin styles to variable now. So creating a variable makes creation of design system to be very easy and faster for you as a beginner. So you didn't need to start having different tone for color and all those things. Just use those plugins, just make use of them to like define your color for you. Then use foundation color generator to define your color. Use another plugin to convert it from size to variable. So now this is it. Now you can see I have 60 color depicted. So this plugin will locate, it will like locate all styles that I have created on my file. So I can name it, I'll name it foundation colors. You can just give it any name, so I would prefer to name it foundation colors. So use first level of group to create. I don't do this, so I only bind styles to variable created. Yes, then you click on convert styles to variable. So once you click on convert styles to variable, then it automatically converts you can see 60 variables created, so it automatically converts to variable. Then you can now close them. So now let's out click. Now let's come to variable now. So you can see we now have a group under our variable here now. So you can see we now have color and foundation color. So we have a collection now for foundation color showing primary, secondary, and the rest. So we are still coming back here. I will close this now. Since I didn't need the foundation again, so I didn't need the color style again, so I'll just right click on the color style, then click on delete style. So I will not be having mixture of colors. So we are done with that, and the next thing now is to now proceed with our variables. So I will now come to the next thing is to come to variable here, and okay, I can just expand a little bit, and yeah, so I think let me just drag it to the middle here. So I feel I'm good with this now. So now that we have our colors, our styles converted to variable already, so the next thing is to set semantic and primitive color. So this foundation color can still serve as my primitive color. Then I will now set my semantic color, which is going to be the one that will be visible on my project when working on project. So you can just follow me while working on this. So this foundation color collection now, so I can come here, yeah, then come to my foundation, click on primary now. So I'll be doing the name in order to make the job easy for me. So I just love this, just like my style of doing things. You as a beginner, you might avoid following that flow, or let me say following this process, but I just love, so in order not to make my naming to be longer, so I will just short it. So this I will name it 50, this I name it 100. I didn't like having a long name when I'm trying to select color, so I'll name this 300, then name this 300 rather, name this 4. Yeah, so guys, I think we are done with the naming of primary color. I'll come to secondary color and you know do the same thing. So I'll make it faster now. Okay, so we are done with that, and the next thing is to set the visibility of our color. So I'll come to edit. You can see at the front of this one of the color, I'm working on the first one, the 50% variety. So I'll come to the edit variable here, this icon. So I'll click on edit variable, then come to scope. So for the scope, since this is my primitive color, is my foundation, this is my primitive collection. So I will switch this off. I will off the color scope for fill, frame, shape, text, stroke, effect, and the rest. So I will do this for all the color that I have here on my primitive collection. So any color that I deselect from here will not be showing on my canvas again. So okay, I'll just do that now. You can see I already have the primary 50, 100, 200, and 300 off already now. Now let's go to let's just draw a frame. Let's click outside. Now I'm on my canvas. I didn't want to close this. Oh, I should just close this. We'll open this later. So I'm on my canvas now. I'm in my work area now. So if I should come to fill here, if I should come to my apply stamp variable here, so you can see 50, 100 is missing, and the reason is because I have them off already, so they are not showing here. So both 50 and 100, the two both 50, 100 and 300 I have off, they are not showing. I think I forgot to off 200. So let's go back. I will off 200, so I will off the visibility of 200. So I guess I forgot to off. Yeah, that's that, you can see now. So I have it off now. So I already off the color scope for primary color 50, 100 and 200 and 300. So if I should come to my apply variables and style now, you can see 50 is not showing, 100 is not showing, 200 is not showing, and 300 is not showing. So that's what we need, because that's our primitive color. So what we need to be showing on the outer on our canvas is our semantic color. So when we get there, we are going to activate that, but let's continue with this. So I'll continue with the rest and off the scope with the color scope for the rest too. So I will fast this part so we didn't have a longer video. So guys, I'm done with, okay, I have one left. Yeah, so guys, I'm done with the primary color, then I will also proceed to the secondary color and the rest. So I'll make this faster. I'll just pause the recording so I can do this very fast. I will continue the rest of the course. Yeah, so guys, we are done with the color scope for all our foundation colors. So the next thing now is to create our color, our semantic color. So I will come to collection here. I'll click on add collection and I'll name it semantic color. So I will name it semantic color. I can just have foundation at the top, then semantic at the bottom. So then on my semantic color, I'll have my semantic color selected. You can see I have nothing created on my semantic color. So I'll create a color, click on create, then click on color, and then I will name it so I can just name this background or fill. So I will name this background. Yeah, let me just name it background, so it can be background or fill. So I will come to my edit variable here. So the scope that I will set for this, I will off scope for all, then I will only on scope for fill. So it will be for frame and shape alone, because this is my background color. It's my fill color that I want to use for frame and shapes alone. So on the details here, so I'll just name it background yeah. So I want to create group for it. So the first group is going to be add. Yeah, so this is the first group. So under the first group, I have add created under group. So I will come to my color. So now I already create a semantic color and a group for it. Now this is a group for add, then the subgroup will now be the semantic color that I'll be using. So I'll come to the value here, click on the color field, go to my library, then the add that I want to use for my background is 500. Yes, so I'll select 500, then duplicate it. Before I duplicate, I'll quickly come to my edit variable here to show you guys. Go to scope. Now what I'm showing you is that this color that I selected will only be showing on frames and shape alone. This color will not show under text on my canvas. It will not show in stroke, and it will not show in effects. So it will only show for when I select a frame or I select a shape alone. So you need to get yourself familiar with that already. But before we create the rest, so let's come to create variable also. We create more color type for background itself. But let's come to create variable again. Click on color, then we'll name this group. We'll name it content or text. So let's just name it content. Yes, so we name it content. Then I'll come to my edit variable. Now I want to create group for it also. So instead of background content, so I will now name it content, then /hard. Yes. So then come to my scope. Sorry. So it has created the group. The group have been created already. So I'll quickly edit my scope. So come to my scope. I only want this color to show on text alone. So this content, every semantic color that I'll be dividing to this collection is only going to show on text alone. So just stay tuned and just follow the tutorial. It's very simple and straightforward. I'm trying to make it as simple as possible so you are not confused as a beginner. Then I'll create the last group now. Click on color also. So go to my edit variables, then I will name it border. Now we want to create border /hard. Then we'll come to the scope of it. So we only want the color to show on stroke alone. Can you see that? So I only want it to show on stroke alone. So I will close this. Now for my semantic color, I have 3 groups created. I have the background group, I have the content group, and I have the border group. Now let's start with the background group. Don't forget, I already select the hard fashion for the hard color for the background. So what I will do now, I will duplicate this variable, then I will name it mid. So I need the lighter version of the color also. So I can just try 300. Yes, you can see 300 is the tone of 300 is lighter compared to hard. Then I didn't need to set my edit variables again since I already set it for 1. So then I will duplicate my variable again. Then I will call this soft. So I need a very light version of the background color. So I will prefer my 50% of my primary color. Then I will duplicate the variable again. Then I will name this I will name it disable. Yes. So I will name it disable. So for my disable, I will need gray. I will scroll down to gray. So I feel 200 gray should be enough for my disable. Then also for my background also, I will need to duplicate again. So I will need we have other color collect. We have secondary color also. We have we have secondary color. We have warning, warning alert, and success. So now that I've defined for add, mid, soft, and disable, so I'll just name this secondary add. So then I will come to my secondary color and select secondary add. So I will duplicate this again. Then I'll name this secondary mid. Select a lighter version of the color. Let me just try 300. Then I will name this, duplicate again. Then I'll name it secondary soft. And I will select the 50% of my secondary color. So you can see we have for primary. If you like, you can name it primary hard. Let's just follow that flow. So primary hard, primary mid, then primary soft. So in a situation whereby you only have one color as your brand color, you didn't have 2 color, you didn't need to create, you didn't create any other secondary color, so you didn't need for creation of secondary color. But in this situation that we are using 2 brand color, we are using primary color and we have secondary color, so we need to create for both colors. Now I will duplicate again. Now I want to create semantic color for my warning, for alert, and also for success. So this is going to be warning hard. So I will select warning 500. Yeah, so the way I'm labeling, or let me say naming my colors is just my own way. There's no standard, or let me say there's no default way. You can just name it in a way that is more comfortable. So like the way I'm using hard now, I have some designer that they use fill. I have some designer they use keywords like brand. They use key, even some we, even instead of using primary hard, some way I think they're just simple and different naming that designer use, but this is my own naming that is more comfortable for me to remember and for me working with. So I'll name this primary mid color, and sorry, warning mid color. Then I'll look for 300 version of the warning, then duplicate again, then warning soft. Like that soft, now some the limit light, but I prefer using the word soft, while some even limit with numbers. Yeah, so you can name it like as it is now. You can just name it 50, warning 50, warning and warning 300, warning 500. You can name it based on how best it's comfortable for you to remember and also to work with. So I'm done with for warning. Then I'll create for alert also. So I will have alert, add, then come down here, scroll to my alert color, select add for alert, then duplicate also. Then I will duplicate for alert mid. It's going to be 300. I think I made a mistake in the numbering, so I can do that later, but it's not necessary actually. Then alert soft, which is going to be 50. Then I'll create another. I'm done with alerts now. I want to create for success, add, okay. So we have our semantic color defined for background. Now let's select a frame now, or a shape. Then come to our apply colors and apply style and variable. Now you can see what we have in there: primary hard, primary mid, primary soft, disable, add. Every color that we created, we have them showing here now. Now in the situation whereby if I should click on text now, let me just write a text here. So I have a text written here now. Now if I should now go to my color here, so you can see I'm only having this just a single color that I created for the semantic color of my content of text alone. So when we create other colors, semantic color for text, then we have them showing here. So all these colors that are showing, let me just delete them. They are on assets. They are default from Figma. So they are directly from what is it called, from library. Okay, now moving forward. Now coming back, you can see it's only showing when I click on text. When I have text selected, it's only showing just the single color that I created, just the single variable that I created for text. Now if I should select, let me just close this for now. So if I should select a frame now, Now selecting a frame, clicking on apply colors and variable, you can see it's showing the colors that has been created for frame and for shape. So the color I created for background will be showing under frame and shape now. So let's go back to our variable. I want this to be more faster. I hope it's getting interesting already. So now contents, now we have add. I'll click on the color, go to library, don't forget, go to libraries, then my 500, no, I will use a darker version for text, so I will try something like 800 for hard, then duplicate again, then I will name it mid, sorry, so I will name it mid, then mid should be 500, okay, then the last one, duplicate, I'll name it soft, so soft should be 50, yeah. So then I will duplicate again, I need disable for text, so I need disable, so I will try, let me just try 300 for my text disable. Yes, 300 should 300 or 200, 300 should be okay for my text disable. Then I didn't need to, I didn't want for this, I didn't want to create a secondary color for text. I only want to use my primary color only for text in this design project, so I will not be creating for secondary. So then duplicate again. Now I want to create for warning, for success, and for alert. So what I'll be doing is warning, add, so I'll also try, no, it on this, I'll try something around 600 for my warning add, based on the tone, based on the color tone that I've selected. Then for my warning mid, I'll have 500, and for my warning lights, oh sorry, soft, I do use soft or light occasionally actually, so but for this course I will stick to the word soft. Okay, so we are done with content now. Then we already have let me just give this primary, I'll name this primary, add primary mid and primary soft. So then the last semantic color we'll be creating is for border. So now go back to libraries also, then for further I want to use 500 for my primary head, then I'll duplicate this. I also want to use secondary, I want to use my secondary color for border, so I will just come and select 500 color. There's no need of adding hard since I'm only having one variety of border. I mostly use just a single variety for my borders. I didn't need multiple color tone for my what's it called, warning, for my stroke here. And if later when working on projects there is demand, or let me say there is need for me to have other varieties for border, then I can just come back to my variables, add them, and automatically they will reflect on my workspace. So I skip disable, so I will quickly duplicate again, then name this disable, and I will select 300 for my disable. So we are done creating our background, we are done creating background, we are done creating content, semantic color for content, and we are done creating semantic color for border, but something escaped my mind while working on this. We forget to set our black and our white color here. So we actually forget those two colors. So I will now go back to my what's it called, to my um foundation color, and I will create a new variable. I'll create a new color, so I will name it what's it called, neutral. Yes, so I will name it neutral, then come to my edit variable here. So it will be foundation slash neutral slash white. I want to create a new group, so I have a new group created, so I will just move it to the top. It should be the first one. So now let's set the scope. So I didn't want it to show anywhere because I want to create a semantic color for it. So then I will duplicate another color, then I will name this black or dark. You can name it black, you can name it dark. So then I will set my dark color. So I have these two sets already. So then I'll go back to my semantic color, then under background I will just duplicate. Okay, I have primary add. Okay, I can just duplicate this, then I will name it white. Yes, then come down here and where's my neutral color, then select white, then duplicate again and name it black. So then select my black for it, so I can actually bring both down here. Yeah, so I will do the same with content. So I can just duplicate this instead, then name it white and give it the white color, then duplicate again and name it black, then give it the dark color, then the same thing on my border, also duplicate. So I'll name it white, duplicate again and name it black, then select the darker version of my color. So guys, we are done with semantic color. So let's do the testing of what we have created. So coming to frame now. So if I click on frame, come to my color here, so I can actually link it to any of the color that I created for. You can see I can already link it to. Then coming to my text here, let me just take it outside of the frame. So I can also come here and link it to any color from my semantic color under what's it called? Yeah. So then let's draw another frame. We need something for border. So I have a frame drawn, so I can come to stroke, click on this, then select any border. So you can see it's just very simple defining your color using variable. So we'll be stopping here for design system creating variable, and in our next class, so we'll be going to in our next lesson we'll be going to typography, and I think we should be able to cover both typography and border together. Yeah, so that's going to be the part 2 of this course, typography and border. Then the part 3 should be radius and spacing. Yeah, so thank you very much. Thanks for watching, practice, and see you in my next video.